Hello everybody, RJ vs here with a video I honestly didn't plan on doing. So I recently decided to scrap my original debunk video on Bleach Hub's Yuha Solo's Dragon Ball Z video because 1, it wouldn't have changed much anyway, and 2, this video will be a lot more informative and piss off even more people who actually deserve it rather than just some Bleach fan who was ill-informed or ill-minded. Now since there's a lot of people who are still confused or just outright refuse to accept how strong and fast Dragon Ball is, I decided it'd be a good idea to dedicate a full video on explaining the scaling of Dragon Ball. So we'll be going over the low, mid, and high ball scaling for Dragon Balls within the lines of reason, just to be fair, and give an overall scale of how strong the series is, and clear up some misconceptions along the way. So if you like this video, then leave a like on it, consider subscribing, maybe share it with your friends if you think they'd like it. Also, I'm considering making this into a series, so if this video does well, then in episode 2 of this series, I'll be covering Naruto. Also, warning, power levels will be used in this video, so if you think power levels are BS, then just get out now. And without further ado, on to the video. Hello, RJ Context here, letting you guys know that this is a part 1 of 4. This video took a long time to make, and I'm just dividing this up into 4 parts for each saga for editing purposes. So, without further ado, for real this time, on to the video. Now at the beginning of DBZ, Piccolo and Goku are around the same power level, with Piccolo having a power level of 408 and Goku having a power level of 416 while they're unweighted. And at this point they should be moon level plus the small planetary, as full power buff Roshi was able to destroy the moon, and both Goku and Piccolo at this stage are around twice as strong as he is. Now some people may argue that since attacks in Dragon Ball can be charged to be stronger than the person itself, that the person themselves isn't that strong, and you could argue that the Kamehameha that Roshi shot at the moon was stronger than himself. But that doesn't mean that the person themselves is any weaker, that just means that they can charge attacks to be stronger by focusing their energy, as Raditz himself even says.
But how? He knows how to raise his power level by concentrating his energy into one spot!
It's a really minute detail that a lot of people gloss over, but just to quell any arguments for that out there. So lowballing, they would be moon level. Then Raditz shows up with a power level of 1500 or 8.3 times Roshi, being able to bully Goku and Piccolo at the same time, dodging and reacting to both the Kamehameha and the special beam cannon. These are both at least light speed attacks, as I will explain a little bit later. Then Gohan becomes enraged and smacks the shit out of Raditz with a power level of 1307, becoming 3 times stronger than both his father and Piccolo. And at that, Piccolo charges up another special beam cannon while Goku hits Raditz with the full Nelson, and together they get the win and kill Raditz at the cost of Goku's life. So the Raditz arc would be on the low end moon level plus, being relativistic to light and speeds. Mid ball would be small planetary plus with faster than light speed, and high ball would be planetary and massively faster than light. We then go to the 1 year period where the Z Warriors train to become strong enough to fight the Saiyans, and everyone is still around moon level, having power levels of 139 for Roshi, 206 for Krillin, 250 for Tien, and 177 for Yamcha. After climbing Korin Tower, they meet Kami and Mr. Popo, who— oh god! Sorry about that, I don't know what just happened there. But anyway, they meet those two and are trained by Mr. Popo. Cut to Piccolo, who is now training Gohan and is noticeably weaker because he regenerated his arm, as his power level now is only 329. This is when Piccolo destroys the moon in order to stop Gohan's rampage in his Crazy 8 mode, which is calculated to be 17.43 zetatons, or mid-end small planetary. He shot the moon down within the span of 5 seconds, which would be faster than light. Keep this in mind, Piccolo is weakened from regenerating, so he would be stronger when he fought Raditz, which is why I say Raditz being small planetary plus 2 planetary would make sense. But you could argue that he's only moon level because you could say that Piccolo put all of his energy into that blast. You know, he was afraid for his life and he needed to destroy the moon fast. Not saying that I believe this, but this is a technical argument you could say to argue that Piccolo is only moon level. But again, you can use whichever scaling you want, low, mid, high. As long as within the realm of reason, then it's fine. Now cut to Goku when he finds King Kai, Master of Comedy and Prince of Puns, and his two companions Gregory and Bubbles, who all assist Goku to become stronger and learn the most plot-based ability in the entire series, the Genki Dama, or Spirit Bomb for you ignorant plebs out there who don't know Japanese. So after a year of training, the Z Warriors all get a 7 to 8 times increase and are much stronger than they were before, ranging from Tien going from 250 to 1877, which is a 7.3 times increase, to Piccolo going from 408 to 3500, which is an 8.5 times increase. And now Gohan's all grown up with a power level of 2800, so all of these guys, except for Yajirobe and Chaozu, would be at least small planetary to low end regular planetary. Then Nappa and Vegeta show up with power levels of 4,000 and 18,000. Now Vegeta is confirmed to be a planet buster by the Daisenshu, which states that you need a power level of 10,000 to be able to destroy a planet in Dragon Ball, but this is a little contradictory to the feats I mentioned with Piccolo, and by scaling, Nappa would be at least planetary. But regardless, Nappa then plants the Saiyamen to handle their light work, and they all have power levels of 1,200 because of how good our soil is. So after they make Yamcha a meme and get one shot by Krillin, Nappa comes out and starts bodying everybody, making Chaozu Bar himself, punching Tien's hand off. He then goes for Gohan, forcing Piccolo to sacrifice himself, a very touching scene. I'm not crying, you are. He goes for Gohan again, and Goku proceeds to pull up and flex on everybody while suppressed. Vegeta then makes another meme and checks Goku's power level and sees that it's over 8,000, making him over 30 times stronger than he was at the beginning of Z. So Goku then goes and cripples Nappa using the Kaioken, which doubles his strength to at least 16,000, and finally, him and Vegeta have the epic clash we've been waiting for. During the fight, Goku uses the Kaioken a multitude of times, realizing that's the only way he'll ever do damage, and with this he draws blood from Vegeta, enraging him enough to use an attack to destroy the entire planet, and Goku is forced to use the Kaioken times 4 Kamehameha, multiplying his strength to at least 36,000. After failing and getting even more angry, realizing that there's no moon on this planet, Vegeta creates an artificial one and goes into Great Ape, multiplying his power by an order of magnitude, or by 10, and just bullies Goku around. So that's everything really important from the Saiyan saga for now. I could talk about the Spirit Bomb, but that could be its own video in itself. Now you could argue that Vegeta and Kaioken Goku are star level at this point, since King Vegeta was shown triple planet busting with a wave of his hand, which is calculated at dwarf star level, and his power level is 10,000, and Vegeta is almost twice as strong as he is. So low balling, you could say that Saiyan Saga would be small planetary to planetary plus, mid-balling planetary to large planet, and high-balling large planet to dwarf star level. But the thing that's undeniable and that we all have to concede at this point is that characters in Dragon Ball are indeed faster than light. RJ Context back. Again, that's going to be all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Also, for those of you who don't want to take my word on the matter because I don't have a lot of subscribers, some other people that have a lot of subscribers include Variant Comics, Rats Explained, Screw Attack, It's Anime Girl. But if you're talking about the good people like Seth, Chuck, and Clyde and stuff, then please send this video to them and tell them to debunk me. Trust me, this video is not perfect. I'm probably gonna make a good few mistakes, so I would appreciate the regular feedback. But if it's only for the fact that I don't have a lot of subscribers, then I'll just let Grade A sum it up for you.
They have a lot of subscribers, not brain cells.